Welcome to the 4x4 System General Diagnostics chapter for Virtual Training Solutions. In this chapter, we will be taking a look at some of the components used in today's domestic 4x4 systems. My name is Pete Husher, and I'll be your host for this course. It's a great day to fix transmissions, so let's get started. On today's electronically controlled four-wheel drive systems, the transfer case control module, the generic electronic module, the automatic transfer case control module, the four-wheel drive control module, or the powertrain control module controls the four-wheel drive operation based on inputs from several components. If the transfer case control assembly is the heart of the four-wheel drive system, then the transfer case control module, GEM, automatic transmission control module, or the powertrain control module is the brain of the four-wheel drive system. As you can see, these components include the transmission range switch, the throttle position sensor, mode switch or selector switch, front and rear drive shaft speed sensors, vehicle speed sensor, brake pedal position sensor, clutch pedal position sensors on standard transmission vehicles, the encoder motor assembly, vacuum switches, and indicators depending upon manufacturer. The shift position sensor or encoder is usually located on the encoder motor assembly. The purpose of the shift position sensor encoder assembly is to send a signal to the transfer case control module or the GEM module to indicate what position or range the transfer case is in. The transmission range sensor sends a signal to the transfer case control module or the GEM module indicating the transmission range position. The transfer case control module or the GEM module uses this signal to determine if the vehicle is in park or neutral, allowing for low engagement depending upon vehicle application. The front and rear output speed sensors magnetically sense tone wheels on the front and rear output shafts. This signal is sent to the transfer case control module or GEM module indicating front and rear output shaft speeds. The throttle position sensor is sent to the transfer case control module or GEM module by the way of the powertrain control module. The transfer case control module or GEM module uses this information to adjust the torque being transmitted through the transfer case clutch if your vehicle is so equipped. The brake pedal position sensor is used on some applications as an input to the transfer case control module or the GEM module. The transfer case control module or the GEM module uses this input to allow engagement and disengagement of the low position. The brake position switch is located on the brake pedal bracket. The mode switch or selector switch located on the instrument panel signals the transfer case control module or the GEM module of the driver's shift selection or request. The clutch pedal position sensor is used on manual transmission equipped vehicles. The transfer case control module or GEM module uses this input to allow engagement and disengagement of the low position. The clutch pedal position sensor is located on the clutch pedal bracket. The vehicle speed sensor is used as an input to the transfer case control module or GEM module to control shift positions of the transfer case. The transfer case control module or GEM module controls the transfer case by monitoring the inputs coming to the module and then adjusting the application of the four-wheel drive system as needed. The vacuum switch solenoids control the application of the front axle system on systems equipped with a vacuum-controlled front differential. The torque-on-demand relay is used on the Ford system to control the clutch coil engagement during torque-on-demand conditions. The transfer case indicators indicate the current or requested range selection. Indicators may vary by application or by manufacturer. The shift motor relay is controlled by the transfer case control module or the GEM module and controls the operation of the shift motor during shift changes. The clutch coil assembly is controlled by the GEM module on Ford systems through the torque-on-demand relay. The purpose of the clutch coil assembly is to engage the inner mechanical clutch in the transfer case as needed. And then finally, we have the data link connector, which is used to communicate with the various vehicle modules. Most vehicles will allow communication with the GEM module or the transfer case control module through the data link connector and allow code retrieval and data acquisition. Some applications require retrieving codes manually, such as the early New Venture 233 transfer case system. Well, this concludes our chapter on four-wheel drive system general diagnostics presentation. We want to thank you for participating in our virtual training solutions presentation powered by ATRA. Until next time, let's keep fixing transmissions together.